This is Myrie Lane on the Buying Space channel. Today I'm reading out of the book of Matthew. I'm continuing my series on the four Gospels, which are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They are the first four books of the New Testament. I'm reading from a New Living Translation Bible. Here is my red letter edition Bible. And I'm going to be reading from this Bible that was given to me by Flipping Hope. We're in chapter 24. And last time I read chapter 24, 1 to 23. I'm going to start on 23 instead of 24 to make the connection complete. Matthew 24:23. Then if someone tells you, "Look, here is the Messiah," or "There he is," don't believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform great signs and wonders as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones. See, I have warned you about this ahead of time. So if someone tells you, "Look, the Messiah is out in the desert," don't bother to go and look. Or, "Listen, he is hiding here." Don't believe it. For as the lightning flashes in the east and shines to the west, so it will be when the Son of Man comes. Just as the gathering of vultures shows there is a carcass nearby, so these signs indicate that the end is near. Immediately after the anguish of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will give no light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. And then at last the sign of the Son of Man is coming will appear in the heavens, and there will be deep mourning among all the peoples of the earth, and they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven and with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with a mighty blast of a trumpet, and they will gather his chosen ones from all over the world, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven. Now learn a lesson from the fig tree. When its branches bud, its leaves begin to sprout. You know that summer is near. In the same way, when you see all these things, you can know his return is very near, right at the door. I tell you the truth, this generation will not pass from this scene until all these things take place. Heaven and earth will disappear, but my words will never disappear. However, no one knows the day or hour when these things will happen, not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. Only the Father knows. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days before the flood, the people were enjoying banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat. People didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes. Two men will be working together in the field. One will be taken, the other left. Two women will be grinding flour at the mill. One will be taken, the other left. So you too must keep watch, for you don't know what day your Lord is coming. Understand this: if a homeowner knows exactly when a burglar was coming, he would keep watch and not permit his house to be broken into. You also must be ready all the time, for the Son of Man will come when least expected. A faithful, sensible servant is one whom the master can give the responsibility of managing his other household servants and feeding them. If the master returns and finds that the servant has done a good job, there will be a reward. I tell you the truth, The master will put the servant in charge of all he owns. But what if the servant is evil and thinks, my master won't be back for a while, and he begins beating the other servants, partying, and getting drunk? The master will return unannounced and unexpected, and he will cut the servant into pieces and assign him to a place with the hypocrites. That is the place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. This is why in my series on Revelations, I'm not adding any kind of time frame or modern events to the timeline of Revelation. I'm putting those pieces in as the events themselves, but not assigning any dates, because I may mention a few events that it could be, but I would never say when the Lord's going to return, because here you hear Jesus Christ saying in Matthew, no one will know. You have to be prepared all the time for the Lord's return. Just think, if Jesus walked in the door during your day today, would you want him to see what you're doing? Would you want Jesus to visit you? Would you want him to return today? Would you be ready for Jesus Christ to return today? Would you be going up into heaven? Thank you for listening. If you like my Bible reading, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more of my Bible readings, go ahead and subscribe and hit the all bell, and you'll get a notice every time I publish a video. Thank you.